I thought I told you it's not TV time. But Mom, Daddy let us watch it. I said it's not time for snacks. But Mom, Daddy let us eat them. You never let us do anything. Daddy is a cool man. Daddy is my friend. You are not my friend. Does this sound familiar? It simply means you are not on the same page with your spouse. You don't have the same rules. You don't expect the same behaviors. And it can be a big deal, especially with very smart children who know how to manipulate the system. So they'll be manipulating the system to always get what you want. And if you are not careful, it will cause conflict in your marriage. So let's talk about how you can get your spouse on the same page. You can have the same bedtime, you can have the same snack time, you can have the same gadget use time, you can have the same rules that govern behaviors generally. My name is Enini Orebo, and I'm your go-to parent for everything parenting. Let me start by looking at two of the factors that are responsible for why your spouse is not with you on the same page. One is temperament. A person's temperament influences a person's choices, a person's behavior, and parenting choices are not an exception. The second one is how your spouse was nurtured, how your spouse was raised is a great factor in how your spouse is going to parent his or her children. Talking about temperament, for example, a sanguine dad and a phlegmatic or a melancholic mom, if they are not intentional, they are not always going to agree on the same things. Now, the first thing you want to do is to understand your spouse's temperament and how he or she was raised and how they are different from yours, and then how they are going to affect your parenting vision. So you want to know the strengths and the weaknesses and how they are going to work for and against your parenting vision. Now, it is very important in trying to operate on the same page that you actually sit down and have a conversation with your spouse. You communicate with your spouse. You create a parenting vision. You both agree on what you want at the same time. I have never seen a parent who doesn't want the child to end well. So you have to have the same parenting vision. That is the first thing you want to do. Now, the next thing you want to do is to create your parenting plan together. You have a vision, so you must have a deliberate plan to achieve your vision at the end of the day. So you want to expect the same behaviors together, you want to set rules together, you want to have consequences together, you want to create family traditions together, all towards achieving your parenting vision at the end of the day. Now, remember I said you are going to have a conversation with your spouse. One of the mistakes parents make in trying to get their spouses along is they do not have a conversation. They do not agree. They do not have the same parenting vision. They just wake up and expect what they expect, and they want to push it on their spouse. Now, once you have agreed with your spouse, it becomes easy to carry your children along because both of you are speaking the same language. The children will not have anyone to run to or anyone to manipulate against the other. Now, I know someone will say, how do I even get my spouse to be open-minded, to even sit and listen to me? One of the things you want to do is to carry them along in your self-development journey. You are reading books on parenting, you want to share stories with them, you want to talk about it a bit with them when they are willing to listen. You are taking a course, an audio course or a video course, you actually want to sit with them and listen to it. It doesn't have to be, okay, come and sit down, listen. It can be you are having a chat together, you are relaxing together, you are having a good time together. You just let your video there be playing or let your audio be playing. They are listening. And before you know what is happening, they are interested in what you are interested in. I hope this was helpful. If it was, do well to share. My name is Enini Orebo, and don't forget, I'm your go-to parent for everything parenting.